And we're live again, part 2.
We're live again.
We're live again. I'm just breaking it up into smaller chunks, so maybe the upload will be easier. I'm not even sure. I've had some failed uploads with this method, so hopefully we can upload them. All right, Morgan cut out a great shape here, and I'm gonna Mod Podge it on. This is our little
Magic Podge.
Magic Podge. We got the Podge. I'm pretty messy with this stuff. And I think it kind of suits our theme that we maybe have some bumps here and there. So the ball kind of does this kind of wavy action.
You're bumpy.
So we'll try not to be for the sake of mad creation. We'll kind of go quickly on this.
Gloopily.
And we can iron out. If there's some real problems, we'll iron them out. Gloobly.
Globularly.
So you just want to spread it on nice and evenly. Mod Podge, it's the stuff that keeps your paper protected on your PinBox 3000. It works great, it protects it, and it's made in the USA. It's a great product. Please support Mod Podge. Conforms to ASTMD-4236 standards.
What?
Exactly. And it's gonna dry pretty fast. Maybe we'll take a break later on and put it in the sun.
And it smells like
Nice.
moldy egg rolls.
Would you mind just cutting a little wiggle there so it's not a flat line?
Yeah, totally.
Moldy spring rolls.
We're gonna try to keep with the wiggly wave theme. Cutting some Mr. Wiggles on there. Instead of straight lines, you know, don't always think about, you know, squaring off your cuts and your angles to go with the geometry of the PinBox. You want to make it weird and funky and have angles and wiggles and waves.
Funkalicious.
Especially if the funkaliciousness supports your theme, that's even better.
In other words, don't be a square.
Hey man, don't be square.
Be a wavy gravy.
Even though it's a box, don't think about it as a square. You know?
Yeah, think outside the box.
Let's see. A little bit push it over the edge. Sick, bro. I'm being ill on the sickness. Oops, we got a chunk in there. We have chunks. Who put? It was a little shark chunk. Beware of chunks in the sea.
The chunkins of the sea.
Beware the chunkins of the sea. And the B and the A.
Release the chunkin.
Release the chunkin. Yeah.
Dunkin' the chunkin.
Because we're on a tight budget here, Ben, I'm going to ask you to cut that corner over there.
Oh, great. Which one? Over
Right
there?
See where
I think it actually might support us a little bit.
Yeah,
I think it might.
It's fine to cut corners sometimes.
I think that's going to be good for the marble to hit that.
Okay.
Let's see what Shark Puppet
what's
has
good for the
to say.
marble is good for the gander.
It'll be marvelous.
Marble Comics.
The Marvel Cinematic Universe is happening.
I love the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Me too. Anybody
They
else
really
out
got
there
something.
excited? Who saw Spider-Man? Me and Ash saw Spider-Man and we loved it. Morgan has not seen it, so spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, he can climb walls.
There's Mod Podge. Gloss or luster or lustre. Water-based sealer glue and finish. Insolent colère et finir et obesatu, etc.
Spider-Man Homecoming's one where everyone dies. Just warning you. Out front. I mean, outright.
All right.
Out front.
Brrr, do your magic. Yay, Podmodge. Nice. Thanks for watching. Where are you calling from? Dingo von Dingleberg or whatever your name is. Thanks for the comment.
What was the comment?
I don't know. I couldn't. It said, "Yay, Mod Podge. You love Mod Podge. Give us a thumb." Okay. Now we are gonna dry this a little bit, and I got an idea. I'm gonna go put this in the sun.
Oh god.
You know, you'll notice that the board might start bending as soon as you apply some kind of moisture on one side. That's a cardboard thing. It starts to absorb up the moisture. So sometimes what I do is I flip it over.
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 Oh, it's like a battle between the sides.
And what I do to kind of pull the cardboard back into place. Pro tip: put a big X. of Mod
This is
Podge
a cardboard
on the back.
civil war.
Put a big X on it, and hopefully, let's see if that does it. It might pull it back into place. Okay, pro tip. I'm gonna put this in the sun. We're gonna pull in the pin box now and work on the shark part. We're gonna cut a hole back here for Sharky Puppet to come through.
Here.
Maybe Morgan.
Sharky Puppet, what are you saying?
Here's a little. Here's some sharps in there.
Sharps.
Some sharks for the shark.
I think you should have the Shark Puppet say how he feels. Like,
How do I feel about this? Well, let me tell you, this is a bit of a raw deal. Everything here is tasting a little bit like rotten fish. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna cut a big hole in the back of the PinBox chassis to make a space for a shark puppet to come on through. And in order to do that, I got myself one of these here. Well, that's not a razor shark, that's a pen. I'm looking for an X-Acto knife. Can't exactamente
sharks
find one.
love
There we
the
go.
taste of marbles.
All right.
Cool. Should we pop it off?
That is a very funny
Should we
Shark
pop it
Puppet.
off?
We can pop it off. I think it's easier to work with that way.
All right.
Pop it off.
Great.
Pop it off.
Pop it off a lit.
Dr. Popitoff. You know what he prescribes? Cramidin. When you're feeling like you just can't fit enough in your day, take 2 doses of Cramidin.
Where's the shark?
We're strange
The
people.
shark.
He looks like a dog a little bit, yeah.
That's what sharks sound.
So what are we going to use as an armature to keep him open like this?
Oh, yeah. Well, cardboard.
Cardboard. Great.
Yeah.
Do we have any of that lying around?
Will this work?
I think it will.
Oh, great.
It might.
And I'm just gonna take this guy and I'm gonna slap him on here like shark meat.
You might want to do some surgery to
And
make
I'm
his
gonna
mouth
find
open.
a little
Here you go.
Give a tonsillectomy.
tracer. I'm gonna use a big knife for this. And do I have my pencil? Just to
Is he gonna have his mouth have a hole in it that things can go through?
a pen. Yeah. Actually, this one is a little bent already, so maybe I don't need that stiff. I'm gonna try a little less stiff.
Less stiff.
Less stiff. And try this thinner board. And you don't need to find the brown stuff. You could use cereal box for any of this kind of thing. And I'm just going to use the corner right there. It's already made. And try to get a little frisky on this. There we go. That's all I need to do. And because I picked this easier stuff to cut, I'm going to use scissors. And the good part about all this cardboard creation stuff is, you know, measure once, cut twice. Just bend it, fold it, crease it, get it.
Like Beckham.
Yeah.
I wonder how we're gonna get the guy in the middle of the sharks. The shark fins.
It's pretty good.
It's
And
kinda
you just
fun if it's
hang loose.
jiggly.
Yeah, it's good fun if it's jiggly. Not
And
too
then,
firm.
and then we can, we want to just glue it or staple it onto the back, or we'll stick it through and wedge it, kind of.
Let's stick it through and wedge it.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna pull this off. Oh, you know what? I can Mod Podge the theme. Why don't we create the shipwreck? How about we cut out these rocks for the theme? What do you think, Ash?
Yeah, okay.
Right here, the kind of rocks kind of hang out.
Yeah,
on
but
the,
we need to find a little boat to cut out and put there.
I have a feeling I'm gonna get into popsicle sticks and make
Boats.
make a little popsicle stick boat if we have time.
And a bigger popsicle stick boat sticking out of there that's wrecking.
I'm kind of interested in doing some dry brushing on popsicle sticks. I have been watching some YouTubes of dungeon masters making terrains using popsicle sticks. I'm thinking of you, Scotty DM from the DM's Craft. You are an amazing master. If you are on YouTube and you want to learn some stuff about crafting, especially for miniature gaming and RPGs, check out DM Scotty on I think his channel is called DM's Craft or something. Man, that guy's got some cool skills, and he takes very cheap materials and turns them into beautiful things that could easily adapt for the PinBox 3000.
That
So
pen? There it is.
shout out to Scotty.
Scotty!
And you should subscribe back to me, Scotty. Come on.
Subscribe!
And if you're just catching us for the first time, this is PinBox 3000 from Cardboard Tech Institute. Ben and Ash and Morgan are hanging out in the studio.
Morgan.
And we're making a shipwreck theme.
Because we like the wreck ship.
Not the Amy Schumer comedy.
That's Trainwreck.
Oh yeah.
We could also do a Trainwreck
And therefore, it is not the Amy Schumer comedy.
I told you it wasn't. I'm always gonna keep my PinBox one because that's our logo and I love it. So I'm gonna do it on the reverse. As long as I got the Mod Podge out. We're gonna Mod Podge this.
Sorry, I'm making sound effects. It's helpful.
It's
You need a
much more
sound effects
fun
guy.
to do your to do your PinBox with a friend, with a family member, somebody else to give you ideas.
And sound effects.
Just make sure when you're collaborating that you try to do the yes and thing, right? Morgan, can you tell us more about in improv and stuff like that? How...
Yes, and it's agreeing with what the last person did and adding on to it. So here we go.
Instead of saying, no, don't do it like that, say, yes, I think cutting it is good, and maybe you cut it a little more to the left.
Nah.
Yes, and I think we could use a new blade here.
Oh, you want me to flip it?
Yes, and.
Yes.
I can flip it. Here, why don't you Mod Podge for a while? Just put a coating on that.
Yes, I think you should.
And I will
use,
use my special Uline knife. Uline.com. Oh yeah. You got a freshie right on the reverse side
I'm not
of this.
a line.
And it's that easy, folks.
Cheap chunk. Went cha-chunk.
No, but I didn't get it all the way. So actually, I gotta chunk it again. Tis odd.
Ooh, glooples.
Glooples.
Glooples from the start.
Has anybody else seen any movies this summer? Leave a comment. Have you seen Valerian yet? It just came out yesterday. It looks pretty good.
Valerian? I think I saw that at the health food store.
Yeah?
Yeah. Again.
Cool. All right, so we got layer 1 of our theme, shipwreck theme, showing a rock, and then we have a wave here, which I think is going to get adapted to that. What do you think, Mark?
I think so.
I think it might.
Okay, and we've got some extra sky.
It might.
You know what? We don't have like a stormy sky, but that's okay.
We could just
Hey,
paint
the stormy
back.
seas.
We could just paint it black, like gray behind that. And I'm like, that's clouds, sure.
So I'm applying some Mod Podge to the back of this thing, and we're just gonna slap on a little tidal wave. Give us a wave if you're feeling tidal today.
Wow, it's not fitting the thing.
Report back from the game board in the sun. It does look like it's bending quite a bit from the Mod Podge, so
Ah, crash.
we'll just we'll get a little more. We'll just bend it back.
Bend it back.
All right, I'm fond of this. Let me see what Ash says about this.
You fondled it?
I'm fond of this as like the.
I am
part.
too.
Okay, great.
Yes, and put it on there. I don't even know what that means.
That's awesome. Hello.
Why?
Hello. Hi.
We have a visitor.
We have a visitor. We're gonna stop the stream for just a minute, and we'll be back for part 3. We'll see you in a minute.
Sorry.